welcome. What's going on? Hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic day. We're going to talk about some money. We're going to talk about some finances. Let's get our money right. Let's get our finances right so we don't have to worry about little pieces of paper that are continually depreciating in value. Instead, let's worry about how we can create more income so our income can create more income for us. So we can use our income and our revenue and our money to create more time for us so we can do what we want, when we want, with who we want, in any amounts that we desire. But hey, before I go any further, if you don't know me, want to take full responsibility, my name is Ryan Loede, building a 9-figure insurance agency and helping everyday Americans create a multiple 6-figure residual income within their first year. Here at LC Financial Group, I'm here right now in our Ohio headquarters here in North Royalton, Ohio, where we're growing and we're expanding like crazy. We want you to be a part of it. Whether you're in the insurance industry already, we want to partner with you, or maybe you're not in the insurance industry, we also want to partner with you. We're powered and partnered with one of the fastest growing organizations in the insurance industry, Innovative Financial Group, Inc. 5000's number 78 fastest growing companies in America. Not just insurance companies, we're talking about all companies in America. We're partnered with the right people, Innovative Financial Group, who are backed by, empowered by. LC Financial Group is partnered with one of the fastest growing organizations. And hey, we want to partner with you. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group would look like, DM me, comment below, or reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group. I got my man Benny up here. Let's make some money. It's funny because I didn't even purchase this for the office. It was actually my partner, my man in black, Mr. Joseph Provenzano, that actually purchased this little banner here, and I love it because hey, we got to get some money. We got to make some income because hey, when our income isn't right and when our money isn't right, things start to get a little funny. You know, for me personally, 5 years ago, man, I had no money. I had like $13,000 right when I got into the insurance industry. Now I have $300,000 in real estate investments, which, you know, literally going in and out of like almost in and out of prison, but multiple arrests in my teenage years, dealing drugs, dealing narcotics, multiple run-ins with the police, multiple times being robbed, house arrest throughout most of my high school career. Literally, like anything that you could think of that's bad, that's negligent, like I did it back in my past, and now I'm changed into a brand new individual who I should be, becoming the best version of myself. So hey, if I could do it, you could do it as well. But let's talk about some money. Let's get into it today. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. My intention of this video is to share with you 5 money tips that will help you create wealth. And I want you to execute on this. I want you to apply it in your life. I want you to create wealth. I want you to create the success you desire and achieve the financial freedom that you desire. So hey, get out a pad, get out a pen, take some notes because this is going to be a good one here. This is going to be a good one here, folks. 5 money tips. 5 money tips to create more wealth. Number one, what are we talking about? We're talking about spending money. Spending money. You're like, man, I'm trying to create wealth. I'm trying to create financial freedom. Now you're over here talking about spending money, Ryan? Why would I spend money when I'm trying to create wealth and trying to create success and financial freedom? Because hey, here's the thing. When you're holding on so tightly to what you have, you're not going to be able to bring in to your life what you desire. Let me repeat that. When you're holding on so tightly to what you have, whether it's money, whether it's things in your life, whether it's, you know, possessions that you have, when you're holding on so tightly, the flow of things coming into your life, whether it's money, whether it's people in your life, whether it's things in your life, is going to be blocked. So you have to let go of things in order to have things coming into your life, right? Because essentially when you're holding on so tightly, when you're conserving so tightly and you're being really conservative, that means you're you're in a state of honestly contraction instead of a state of expansion, instead of a state of growth, right? You're holding on so tightly to what you have, money, right? We're talking about money, so we're gonna talk in terms of money. You're holding on so tightly to your money. You're holding on to potential baby money. I know that's how it was for me when I first got into the insurance industry. I was holding on to all my money so tightly because I had the wrong thinking. I had the wrong mentality. I had a middle class mentality. Whereas like, hey, you got to get rid of that money. You got to spend money so you can create more money. Our focus should not be on spending money. It should be on creating more income. And this is where the 95-5 rule comes in. Something I learned from my mentor, Grant Cardone. 95%, 5%. 95% of our time, 95% of our focus, 95% of our attention and our energy should be focused on increasing income. 5% of our time, energy, effort, and attention should be focused on expenses. When you have enough income coming in, when you have enough revenue coming in, what's going to happen? You are not going to have to worry about expenses whatsoever. When you've got $10 million coming in every single month, whether you work or not, you don't have to worry about expenses unless you're just foolish, right? And this is like, hey, when you first start your journey of creating financial freedom and creating wealth, you got to be very, very frugal. There's a money spending scale system that I'm going to share with you guys eventually that I abide by in my life. Like, hey, number one, you absolutely need it. It's a basic necessity. Number two, hey, you don't necessarily need it, but it has a very, very, very high chance of creating income or having a very high chance of a return of income, right? Those are the top two, but there's a 5 spending scale system that I will be sharing with you guys eventually. But hey, number one money tip to create financial freedom and create wealth is spending money. You got to spend money so you can create more money. You got to spend money knowing that you're going to be continually increasing your income. You're going to be continually increasing your revenue. Spend money so you can create more income and you can create more revenue. Don't hold on so tightly. You got to open up the floodgates. You got to have the flow going out. You have to, in order for the flow to go in. Cash flow. What is cash flow about? Cash flow is not just cash coming in. It's cash going out and cash coming in. So if you want more cash flow, you got to expend more. You got to put more out. And making sure that when you are spending money, you're spending it on the top 3 investments. What are the top 3 investments? Number 1, yourself. Best investment you can ever make. You're never going to lose on that. Number 2, your business. Number 3, an asset. So these are the 3 top best investments that I personally spend my money on, and a lot of highly successful individuals do the same exact thing. So number 1 is spending money. 5 tips to create wealth in your life. Number 1, spend money. Like, man, Ryan, I thought we were talking about creating wealth. I thought we were talking about creating success and financial freedom. Well, hey, the way that you're going to be able to do that is by spending money, by putting money out so you can create more money. Number two, go broke. This one's great. This one is great. A lot of the highly successful individuals are going broke. They're going broke. Now, what does this mean, go broke? Oh yeah, spend money on things so you go broke. No. Spend money on investment assets. Spend money putting it back into yourself. Spend money putting it back into the business. Spend money putting it back into an asset and go broke. What is this going to do for you? When you go broke, it's going to have you hustling like an immigrant. It's going to have you laser focused. Your attention and your intention is going to be on the right things. You're going to limit distractions because you're going to be forced to execute. You're going to be forced to create more income. You're going to be forced to create more revenue when you go broke. We're not just talking about going broke on like, oh, I'm going to spend all this money on a car. I'm going to spend money on all this money on a house, on clothes, all the depreciating items and assets. We're talking about going broke for the right reasons. We're talking about going broke to, hey, store 40% into a stored account. You're putting 40% into storage, right? That's what we're talking about when going broke. 40% is going into a stored account. 40% is going into storage. So later on, you can invest it into an investment asset or investment vehicle. We're going broke now to later in future time invest into an asset, into a vehicle, back into your business, back into yourself, right? Because we want to be investing our money and spending our money on sure things. Things are going to help us increase the assets of our money. It's going to help us appreciate our money instead of money just sitting around dying and depreciating, right? So going broke is huge. It's helped me along the years of my past 5 years being an entrepreneur. Many times I'm going broke. I'm putting money back into myself, number one. I'm putting money back into my business, like we're doing here at the Ohio headquarters, where we're revamping it. We're renovating the office here, getting all new office supply, all new office furniture, literally redoing the whole thing. Or hey, number three, back into an investment. Like for me personally, hey, right when I got into insurance, my first goal was $100,000 stored away. $100,000 into a storage account. Something I would not touch, something I would not go into. High restrictions and high barriers of going into that money. Right when I had that 100,000, I put it into an investment vehicle or an investment asset because I had so much excess money coming in that I was still able to invest in myself. I was still able to invest in the business. Now I invested it back into an asset and back into a vehicle. So we're going broke for the right reasons. We're not going broke just to go broke. Number three, I kind of touched on it. Create money because of our money. This is probably the primary reason that we use money. We use money to create money because of our money. We want our money having babies. You know, it's the seed idea. It's like, hey, you want to plant this money into the soil so that money grows, right? Whether it's real estate, crypto, back in your business, back in yourself, like we've been talking about, you want your money creating more money. You want your money creating more money because of your money than you are creating because of your time. Does that make sense? Because we're trading time for money. We want to be able to go from not just trading time for money, but trading money to create more money because of our money, right? We want our money creating more money because of our money than it does because of our time. We want to go to a point where we're creating so much revenue and so much income because of the money that we've invested than the time that we've invested. And this is why real estate is one of the most lucrative investments that you can make. It's one of the best investments that you can make. It's one of the best assets out there because it's appreciating. When you put money into real estate, hey, 5-10 years from now, it's going to double, it's going to triple, might even quadruple, depending on the asset. You want to put money into real estate, into a property, whether it's a single family house, whether it's a duplex, whether it's, hey, you know, commercial asset like 16 units plus, you want to put it into that asset, wait over time, long periods of time of waiting so that money keeps appreciating. And then, hey, sooner or later you can refinance a property, or maybe, hey, you could just keep that property while it's still creating more income and creating more revenue for you, and it's already paid off, right? So we want our money creating more money because of our money. The primary focus of our money is to create more money because of it. It's not just to spend it. It's not just to hold on to it. Not holding on to money for a rainy day. You're not spending it and putting it back into the marketplace and spending it on depreciating items like a vehicle, a car, house, clothing. Right, we all need that stuff as basic necessities, but we don't want to be just spending all of our money on it. We want to focus on like, hey, what can I put my money into that will help me create more money because of our money? It's bottom line. So what is it that you can put your money into that's going to help you create more money? It's going to have your money creating babies. It's going to have your money creating eggs that are going to hatch sooner or later and be so much more money. You want your money to double, triple, quadruple. You want your money to grow because of your money, right? Then number four is, hey, get rid of our money. Now this is big. This is really big. This is big because, I find myself personally more comfortable when I have money sitting around. And this goes back to number 2, which is going broke. The reason we go broke and the reason that we get rid of our money is because we're going to be more comfortable when we are having that money in our bank account. When we see like, oh man, I got $1 million in my bank account. Next thing you know, either, hey, one or two situations. Number one, it's either going to motivate you to continue to create more revenue and continue to create more income. It's going to inspire you to do more. Or number two, which what happens to most individuals, when you have $1 million sitting around, what happens? You get comfortable, you get stagnant, you get complacent, you start to rest on your laurels. And that's why we need to get rid of our money. Where are we getting rid of our money to? Like we spoke about earlier, we're putting it into a storage account, an account that we're storing money for later use into an investment asset or vehicle. Get rid of our money back into ourselves. Get rid of our money back into our business, right? Get rid of our money so we can create money out of our money. Bottom line, like we've been talking about this whole time, get rid of our money. When you have money sitting around, it's going to get very bored. It's going to get very bored. You're going to want to spend it. You're going to want to use it. Whereas like, hey, when you don't have money, what's your main focus? Your main focus is on creating more money and creating more income. So that's why it's very important to get rid of your money. And then number five, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. We're going to do whatever it takes to create more income. We're going to do whatever it takes to create more revenue. We're going to do whatever it takes to create the financial freedom that we desire. No matter what we have to go through, no matter how much time we have to put towards it, no matter how many times we fail or lose, we're going to continue to persist. We're going to continue to move forward because our success in the creation of financial freedom and indestructible wealth is so valuable to us that we're going to do whatever it takes, no matter what we have to go through. So, hey, what are you willing to do to create wealth, to create financial freedom, to create success, right? A lot of people say, man, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But when it really comes time to it, all that talk, it just goes away, poof. It's like a toothpick. You just flick that toothpick right over, right? So you got to be willing to do whatever it takes. You got to be willing to work the 12-hour days. You got to be willing to make calls even though you don't have to make calls. You got to be willing to show up every single day and be consistent and disciplined even when, you're a multimillionaire. Even when you got $10 million stored away. You got to continue to do whatever it takes. Think of it this way. When you first started your career, entrepreneurial career, when you first started like really moving towards creating financial freedom and creating success and wealth, what happened? You were willing to do whatever it took. But as the time goes by, as you continue to create, as you continue to move towards your goals and targets, sometimes you lose that edge. Sometimes you lose that hunger. So you always got to be hungry. You always got to be striving for more. You always got to be uncomfortable and never get comfortable. You always got to be like literally like just, man, like I deserve more, not just for myself, but so I can give back. I can give back to my church, my community, organization, my family, a charity, right? That's the main thing. We're not just striving for financial freedom and indestructible wealth just for ourselves. We want to have that ability to give back. We want to have that ability to support and to give to others and other things, right? So 5 tips, money tips to create more wealth. Number 1, spending money. Spending money. Hey, you got to spend money to get money, right? But hey, the real thing is like, what does it take to create income and create revenue? It takes courage. The reason that we want to spend money is because when we're holding on to money so tightly, money's not going to flow in. If you want more money, hey, spend more money. If you want more income, hey, spend more of your income, right? But what are we spending it on? Making sure that we're spending our money on the right things. Number one, best investment, yourself. Number two, your business. Number three, your asset. Go broke. Go broke. Get rid of that money. Get rid of that money. Don't have money sitting around. Put 40% into a stored account. Number three, have your money creating money because of your money. Have your money creating babies. Have your money literally put it into the soil, plant the seed, and watch that little plant or tree continue to grow and grow and grow. That's the main thing about money. Having our money create more money because of our money. Get rid of our money. Number four, get rid of our money. Just like I was talking about number one, spending your money. Get rid of your money. And then number five, whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to create the success you desire. Do whatever it takes to create the income and financial freedom you desire. And hey, be dangerous, take risks, keep persisting, don't quit. Because when you don't quit, you can't fail, right? When you don't quit, you can't fail. So do whatever it takes. Hope this found you well. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want to hear from me. Let me know what tips and strategies and steps that you want me to bring to you. And I'm going to keep bringing it to you guys every single day. Every single day. So you guys have a great day. Hope this found you well. Hope you found some value in this and you could apply it in your life. Let's go. Talk to you guys soon.